All right, greetings everyone, greetings and welcome. Gonna be playing a little bit of Pantheon today. Just a couple hours. I don't have as much time as usual to get into it, but it's gonna be fun. So give me just a moment here to set up my tags here, make sure everything's looking good, and we're gonna dive into it. Very excited. I might just end up wandering around, but it'll still be a lot of fun. Okay, how's everybody doing today? Okay. Hope everyone's having a nice new year so far. It's very cold and windy here today. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right, my friends, I think we're okay. I think we look decent and sound decent. All right, and we are gonna log in here. I'm not really sure what's going on today. Would be nice to get just a little bit of XP, wander around, maybe explore a little bit. Decent and sound decent. All right, and we are gonna log. All right, cool. I think we sound decent and look all right, so we'll just jump into it. Something I always like to quickly test. Luckily, there's never anyone in here right off the bat, so okay. Last time we left off here, I was just kind of exploring a little bit, practicing climbing. Looks like it's dark. So let's see if anybody's on. Where is everybody? Oh, here it is. It's a little slow. Oh, wow. Look at that. Hey, Scott Hendricks, thank you very much for the sub. You're the very first person. I'm testing out some new alerts, by the way. I'm still working on it, but I kind of came up with some quick Everquest themed alerts, so it should be a little bit new. I apologize, I'm still kind of testing things out, and I'm going to refine it as I go, but I thought it would be fun to try to set up some new alerts, so hopefully everything comes through okay. Hey, Sonium Sun, greetings. How are you doing today? Really nice to see you pop back in and check out the stream. How's life treating you today? Hopefully everything's great. You're enjoying a little bit of free time. I am enjoying a little bit of free time. I got just a couple hours today. I don't have a great deal of time to get into it. Oh, this enchanter from yesterday is on. Let me see. Greetings, how are you? Had a great time in Hallnir yesterday. I have a couple of hours. Want to try and get some XP. Otherwise, I'm just wandering around, soloing, exploring. Yeah, just thought I'd reach out. I like to save very good enchanters and tanks on my list. Drouse is on. That'll be nice. And who else is looking? We got a 10 Cleric, 13 Enchanter, 14 Summoner. Oh, they're actually looking for more. Killing Asp Snakes near Demeth. Okay. Well, not a whole lot happening. And it is still kind of dark. One of the things when it gets dark, it's very hard to see. Oh hey, Sharing Pizza 666. How are you doing, my friend? Nice to see you pop in. I didn't leave you. I was just exhausted. It was a huge day. How's life treating you today, my friend? I got a little bit of time here before dinner, so I'm diving back into Pantheon. Man, this game has really sucked me in. Here I'm going to, I don't know, I'm just going to practice killing some bears here and sort of take my time. Doing a little soloing. I have about 1 yellow into my level. Really like seeing all my skills improve. And as you can see, soloing with a cleric is kind of slow. But it's all about the survivability, you know? I really like this new heal over time spell that we got. Very, very cool. Let's see, Sonium says everything is great. Thank you. I'm glad I can watch you for a few more evenings. No worries. Always happy just to hang out regardless, you know? Still not sure about buying this game. It's not about money, but whether I want to invest time. I totally understand that. Yeah, that's very fair. You kind of have to be selective with MMOs these days, because you know, I gotta say, I'm in exactly the same boat. Between like work and life and everything, you know, like my girlfriend, for example, she's into games, but she's not exactly into MMOs, and we don't have so much time lately, and it's really tough to like sit down. And you know how it is, like something like this, it is a big time investment. It's one of those things, like you can't hop on like Call of Duty and play a quick match for like 15 minutes and then with your buddies and just hop off. It takes time to like travel to where you need to go to get set up. People need breaks. Like it takes a really long time to like get something together. And yeah, if you really want to be effective, you do have to kind of dedicate some time. So I'm kind of there with you myself, you know. And I was playing Final Fantasy 14, but I'm just kind of on a break from that right now, just kind of looking for that classic experience. But as the holidays come to an end, and yeah, I have these same feelings myself, to be honest with you, you know. Hey, Sharing Pizza. Come out tonight for cigars and poker. Oh man, that sounds fun, but I have some wild dinner plans tonight. I really appreciate it though. Soon we will do it. I'm glad that the offer is always there. I apologize we haven't been able to hang out. Dang it. And I wasn't even sure that if I would stream tonight or this evening in particular, just because I don't have as much time as I would like. But yeah, you're always welcome to just check out the game, see if you like it. The good thing is that the more you wait, the more fleshed out and refined that it will be. And so, you know, a lot of people are just kind of bashing on the game right now, and it's unfortunate, you know, it's people come to conclusions very quickly, and I appreciate that the devs are kind of putting themselves out there, trying to communicate, and yeah, it's a vicious cycle. I'm not exactly sure where I am in the zone. Looks like it's late, so we got quite a bit of darkness. It's very, very hard to see. Let's equip our torch. I'm really looking forward to the lighting fix. Joppa was in a stream yesterday where he said that they're gonna work on the lighting. That's like priority number one right now, or one of the huge priorities, so really cool to see. But yeah, after the holidays, I really wonder how people are gonna find the time to grind. Oh, looks like I've reached the end of this zone. Before we take this blue bear, I want to test something. So yesterday I got a really nice weapon. It's a two-handed hammer. So I'm gonna equip that hammer, give myself some buffs. I'm gonna get my heavy crushing up. I feel like my prayerful combat ability, I feel like that works better with the lower delay weapons. You know, I can also get my, well, my defense is up. Parry, I think, is going up regardless. It's kind of interesting. I've noticed there's some skills that aren't listed. But yeah, we'll just take our time and whittle him down. It's really, really hard to see. Heavy crushing is basically almost all the way up. So heavy crushing. Okay. I think I just like the one hand better with a shield. I just feel safer. What's wrong with the lighting? You know, I think right now the issue is, and I'm not a game developer, so I'm probably not explaining it very well, but so right now there's a singular light source, which is, you know, either the sun or the moon at night. And I think what ends up happening is they would like to have it to where there's certain items on the players that can give off light, or like certain buffs, or even certain items like the torch. And what ends up happening is whenever you have multiple light sources, and then like from multiple players, even just around the world, I think things get kind of confused. But I think the idea is for them to have it to where light can be sort of reflected from different objects around the world, and different things of that nature, just to kind of add to the immersion, you know? It's I think it's a common thing in games these days. It's called global illumination, or global GI. And again, I'm not explaining it very well, but that's the idea. I don't believe this has been implemented yet, and I think like visually, that's I think that's gonna fix a lot of people's issues with the game. And again, like personally for me, I'm not crazy about the art style myself, but I think that's just a Unity thing. But once I think that's implemented, which I'm not really sure when that'll be, I think that'll make everything just look really nice. Also, too, really exciting, it looks like druids are coming back into the game. Or they're going to be, like, fully implemented, rather. Sometime in January, they said. So that'll be really cool. Let me see. Wow, Vidini's level 20. That's awesome. Let's try to see if we can climb up here. I think that's what I was working on yesterday. Can't get a good grip here. Are you playing anything currently that's taking up most of your time? For me, like single player wise, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, but I was also streaming that exclusively before I got sucked into this game. I'd like to finish Baldur's Gate 3. I'm somewhere in Act 3. Oh. I was also playing Path of Exile 2. And I got to cruel difficulty and sort of wanted to take a break. But that's the single player games that I've been playing. So here's just the zone line. See if we can get back up over here. Some nice ambience at night, like with the moon kind of going down over these trees. Really nice. Let's see. I like it. I like the ambience at night. Let's see if we can get up here. Feel like we're not going to take as much fall damage if we fall from here. I think what I'm going to do is, just for the sake of maybe getting a little action, I'm going to activate my LFG. See if I get any offers. There's a 10 Cleric, 2 Summoners looking for group. I wonder what it's like at Hallmere, actually. Let me see. Oh, so here's that ranger from yesterday. I felt bad. He dropped the party. We were dying a lot and frustrations were running high, and you know, it was tricky to heal through the ravage that sometimes gets missed. Yeah, so what I might do is just kind of hang out here, kill some stuff. I'd like to get at least another level or two here, maybe. I mean, I'm really not in a rush. One thing Joppa was saying on his streams is he would really like people to explore more. It seemed like he was a little frustrated where people tend to just kind of sit at a camp for a while. But for me, I don't know, it's just safe, you know? It's just safe. Let's take a look. And that's always been my style. Is there anyone at Hallmere's cave? No, I'm actually the only one. Wow. So there's like no one in here. That's kind of scary. And I can't stress how much I really like the open dungeons. No instances. I really like that. It's like one of those things like, oh man, we have the entrance to ourselves. Let's get a group and camp it, you know? Looks like daylight is here, so that's really nice. So just gonna do the same thing as yesterday. Yeah, just gonna whittle him down. Keep up my new heal over time. And just take it easy. It's basically just auto attack. This is such a nice thing to have, instead of just raw healing. Really nice. Getting some slight lag here with the grass. I didn't notice this yesterday. Let's try this buff too. We can get inspired. One thing that's on my mind that I've been wanting to try is Summoner, and I think I need to think possibly about if I can't get like a group, which as a healer I think I just kind of want to experience the grouping more, kind of get real comfortable healing. But if I'm just kind of messing around like this, maybe an actual DPS would be a lot better, a lot faster. Can definitely see the XP bar moving, which is nice. Hey, LPE, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream, I appreciate it. Yeah, so, funny story, I used to have a priest on World of Warcraft with this name. It was a song that I really liked from a game called Xenosaga that I played. It was on the soundtrack, just a really beautiful music, really beautiful song. And I think it has something to do with like healing, disease, themed kind of a thing. So I thought it would be very fitting. A long time ago, I always used to name my healers this. So, but that's really where that's from. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's a song from the Xenosaga soundtrack that I really enjoyed as a kid playing JRPGs. But that's a great question. No one has asked that. Soloing is very slow as a cleric, as we can see here. Hopefully my enchanter friend comes back. We would have the entrance to Hallnir if we were to come up with a group. But I am worried that by the time it assembles, I'm gonna have to go, unfortunately. Was able to sell a lot of my loot from Hallnir yesterday. Ended up getting like almost 5 gold. So that was really nice. That's going to certainly go a long way for spells. I have, I think, up to level 16 spells already in the bank. So that'll be real nice. Just gonna skin this bear here. Meditate just a little bit. Just come meditate near the stone. That's nice. Yeah, yeah, I'm a huge Xenogears fan. And then I was really stoked to play Xenosaga when that first came out, so yeah, I don't know, it was in my mind lately. I was thinking, what should I name this healer? In a way, it's kind of a throwaway character at the moment because of the wipes that are inevitable. And I'm not really sure if I'll roll a cleric on the next go around. Are you playing this game? But, you know, I think names are important, and it was just something that I really had in my mind that came up. Let me see if anybody's on. No, just yeah, it's a little slow. It was a little slow yesterday, but ended up being a really good day group-wise. Salvos is looking for a group as well. Killing asp snakes. One thing that I do like is you can, like, pretty much anywhere is viable, you know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to go to a... You don't have to go to a dungeon. You can just kind of hunt out in the open world. One of the cool things was yesterday I saw a skeleton roaming around. It was like a big red named skeleton. Probably like a giant open world raid, and to me that's very exciting. I love that idea of just like giant open world raids, and you kind of just feel like you're part of it, you know, like nothing is instanced. Really cool. Hey Vendini, greetings. The great Vendini. Wow. How goes the battle today? The battle's going okay. My hand is a little sore. I've been going really hard. My thumb is like, not that I use my thumb to play, but I'm just like really feeling it in my left hand. Oh man, we're old now. Fuck, trying to play these games. Yeah, great to see you, Vendini. Shout out to Vendini. Congrats on level 20. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I see you on my list. I saw you in Joppa's stream yesterday, too. It was awesome, actually. How about for you? How goes the hunting? I haven't ventured beyond this zone. I'm very curious. I see you're in the Eastern Plains or the Eastern Wastes. LPE says, I have been watching your stream. Thank you, LPE. Thank you. Happy to interact with you live. So thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Debating if I should pick up Pantheon. Okay, interesting. What is the one thing you absolutely love about the game and one thing you dislike a lot? Man, that is a great question, LPE. That is a great question. For me personally, like, so I played the original Everquest, and this game really captures that feeling of nostalgia for me. But it's not only nostalgia, it's kind of like just how things used to be, you know. If you, it'll make sense if you've played old school MMOs, you know, but just like that community driven aspect of it where different classes bring something to the table, so people rely on you, like, you know, whatever your class is, they might rely on you for buffs, for transportation, for tanking, whatever. And just that sense of wonder and exploration where nothing is instanced, the whole world is basically the game, you just interact with the players. It's amazing, man. One thing that I dislike is I don't like the art style. I'm not crazy about the art style. And really that's it. Just more customization options. I mean, these things are gonna improve, you know, but just right off the bat, that's just kind of how I feel. It took a while for the game to grow on me, to be honest, but once it did, it did. One thing I really like is the group aspect of it too. It's really what it's all about, like playing with other people, the social aspect. I feel like in a way they really are nailing this. But the beautiful thing is it's gonna improve, you know, like this is by no means the final game. That's the exciting thing. These things are gonna get better over time, they're gonna be refined, and I think it's a good step forward, like, for the genre. I just feel like the MMO genre in particular is like very stale, you know what I mean? You're a big deal now. Joppa was talking about you. Oh man, Vendini. I get kind of embarrassed sometimes when I'm in the spotlight like that. But no, it was great. Like, and I clipped this moment because this is a huge thing for me as like a lowly streamer that just kind of really enjoys this game, you know what I mean? So I'm a little bit embarrassed. I didn't mean to like flex so much. But thank you, Vendini. Yeah. I appreciate that, like, he took the time to check out the stream, and, you know, I do appreciate that there's kind of that collaboration between the players and the actual devs, and we need something like that. It's very fresh in the industry, you know what I mean? there's such a big disconnect with AAA games. Like, they don't tell you anything, you don't hear anything, they really kind of disrespect the player and their time and whatnot, and it's just really cool how we can all just kind of have this thing that we share. And yeah, it was great. It was great. I was shocked. I was really shocked. For me though, one thing, like my style, I'd like to find a spot it's kind of safe, it's cozy, I milk it there, I get as much experience as I can, and I move on. And one thing I noticed Joppa talking about in the stream was he would like to see players kind of venture out more and explore more, you know? How are you liking it at 20 so far? They did mention too how like content kind of starts drying up, you know? Between I think like 16 to 18, it gets kind of difficult. Well, yeah, so and I'm gonna be all over the place with these things, like what I like, what I don't like. This is an invisible wall here. Don't be embarrassed. Maybe embarrassed isn't the right word, but I think you know what I mean. We all enjoy your take on Pantheon. Some of us have been around for a very long time, and it's great to hear a new player's perspective. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. I appreciate you saying that. It's great to be here with you guys. I really loved Brad. I believed in the vision. I mean, Brad McQuaid changed my life. Everquest changed my life. Maybe I'll talk about it someday. But it's one of those things, I think if I didn't play EverQuest, I wouldn't be the same person that I am today. There's a few games like that. It's not just EverQuest, but I think if I had to pick like the most important game of all time for me personally, not just what is the best game or whatever, because I mean, some would argue that it wasn't really a great game. It had a lot of issues and stuff, but EverQuest was a huge part of my life, actually. And yeah, I owe it to Brad to kind of check this out. And like I told you, I almost refunded the game. I didn't like the art style, but man, it really grew on me. And it's great that because there's a lot of people that have believed in Pantheon since the beginning. They pledged to it. They supported it along the way. I knew about it, but I didn't actively follow it. I was following Basgrim a lot. If you guys remember Basgrim, he's a great guy. I've chatted with him a couple of times. But he I guess he just kind of burned himself out, or maybe after all the changes, maybe he just thought it wouldn't go in the direction that he was hoping, or I'm really not sure. He hasn't really been public about his reasons other than just he'd like to try some other stuff, focus on a few other things. But yeah, following Basgrim kind of here and there throughout the years is why I sort of stayed interested in the game. And then finally, when they released in early access, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot, you know? But yeah, I'm glad I met you guys, and you know, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for the help, especially too with these bags. It would be cool though if he said it's just an idea. They haven't decided yet, and to not kind of hold him to that. But maybe just creating like some kind of server where these characters can be retired. Just like if we feel like hopping on and just kind of seeing the characters we basically tested the game out with, that would be something cool. But no worries, like I don't know the logistics of what that would actually take and how it would affect things. But yeah, I appreciate you, Vendini. Sonium says, one thing I don't like at all is item looting in a group. Too complicated. Oh my gosh, yes. Why did I not think of that? LPE, if you're still here, that's a huge gripe that I have. It's like, okay guys, these boots dropped. Or, you know, Hepatica looted these boots. And the group immediately stops sometimes, like, oh, what are those boots? Do they have stats? And then I have to stop and be like, yes, these have 8 AC, +1 stamina, you know, +1 dexterity. Oh, I could use those. Can enchanter use them, or can a tank use them? We kind of have to sit there and stop and have a discussion about it, like every time. But what sucks is it's not a problem unless someone is like not forthcoming about it. So good players that are on top of it will say, hey, these boots dropped, it's for, you know, ranger, rogue, whatever, it has 8 AC, roll on it now if you want, boom. But then some people just loot and they don't say anything. You have to initiate it, you know? Because yeah, I'm on the lookout for gear. I haven't filled all my slots. Like, some of my stuff is very basic, like this cloth belt. I have no stats. No stats on my bracers. 1 dexterity on my pants, no use for me at all. 12 AC on these boots. I've just got very little like actual stuff. I need wisdom is what I need. So I found very little of that. So I mean, yeah, gear is important, you know. Vidini says, I definitely like the old art style better, but the new art style has grown on me. It's grown on me too, but I'll be honest, I like the old art style better. Whenever you see 2018 showcases of the game, with Brad and stuff, like you can see like that green armor that he has, the light kind of going off of it. I tried to explain earlier, Vendini, about the lighting changes, so that's something that they're looking at, sort of incorporating into the game very soon. That's one of their huge priorities, and I didn't probably explain it correctly or understand it correctly, but just having multiple light sources in the world coming off of players and different things, and how that affects everything, it's kind of tricky to implement right now. But I think that's the thing, is that global illumination pathway. Sonium says old school is all well and good, but some quality of life features are a must. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Sonium. Like, not all the old school things are... If you guys take a look at some of the comments on my videos, there's a lot of people going back and forth. I mean, yeah, people have said just because something is like a 25-year-old concept doesn't mean it's going to be good today. Some of the points are fair. Like, yeah, it would be nice... There's so many other ways for us to talk to each other and communicate about stuff. Loot is something that can be improved, you know, like just the way that loot is handled, I suppose. And let's see, LPE says sounds like women shopping clothes. Yeah, you know. Hey, Militus, greetings. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. It's great having everybody here. Love your content. I think you and I ran together a few days ago. Yep, I think we have grouped in the past. We have grouped in the past. Really fun. Right now, I'm just kind of exploring. I'm exploring outside of Hallnir Cave. I don't have a great deal of time today. I got maybe another hour and a half or so. But I just thought I'd hop on and hang out for a little bit, see what I can find, see what I can get into. The beautiful thing is, it's all going to get better over time. And, you know, it's really good, though, because you see, we all have our wish list for the game. Oh, I would like to do this, I would like to do that, I would like a map, I would like this. I think they should just stick to their guns. It's okay to take player criticism and stuff to some extent and be engaged with the community, which is what I really appreciate, because I'm not sensing that huge disconnect, you know. And there's like a financial aspect of it, like a business aspect of it that I'm not familiar with, you know. I'm just a casual player of these games. Even in EverQuest, I kind of had my day in the sun with that, but I wasn't like super hardcore like Heaven and Earth, all those huge like world first raid guilds. And honestly, I'm not sure if people have time for stuff like that today. So like for me, it's very important. Some of the quality of life stuff would be nice. Like, oh, and this is just such a beautiful thing here, but by this lake. This is really cool. Things like this I really enjoy, like the shadow from the trees. That kind of one of my favorite things too in life. I love like the early morning light. The light looks the best in the morning time, in my opinion. There's something beautiful about a sunrise, you know. It's kind of like you're all these possibilities about the day. The world is waking up, the day is young and hopeful. But sunsets and it like getting dark, it's certainly beautiful and stuff, but there's something kind of depressing about that in my opinion, you know. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I get really excited to talk to you guys here. Stay away from that Militus guy. He's trouble. Yeah. No, you guys are great, and I'm sad that I'm sort of falling a little bit behind. You guys are all pretty high level. I just hit level 14 yesterday, and I was just lamenting the fact that I was lamenting the fact that after the holidays, I'm really not gonna have as much time to play. CJ says Heaven on Earth, Fires of Heaven. Fires of Heaven is amazing, but CJ, there was an amazing guild on the Saren server called Heaven and Earth. They were incredible. Some of the best players I've ever played with in my life. Just really efficient, played their classes like perfectly, no mistakes. Incredible guild, Heaven and Earth. It really inspires me a lot. They're still around on EverQuest Live, by the way. Saren eventually became Bertoxulus, Nathaniel Marr. I think they all merged together. So if you understand that reference, you're all right in my book. But welcome, CJ. Welcome. Kyle, greetings. And Amp5150. So Amp says, I'd like maps in the game. Maybe you have to quest for them or level up a topography skill or something. Yeah, I mean, that's one way that they could do it for sure. And, you know, like if you take a look at the Shalazam map, I mean, players are going to pretty much find a way anyway to do it. And since someone made a good point, I mean, why would you want a third party to like handle something that you could have handled? But I do kind of understand I can understand the argument both ways. I wouldn't like a map, but I would like some nice things added that players can organize quickly together. Like, man, I remember we were raiding Chardock one time in EverQuest, and it took like 9 hours to organize the raid. I mean, and that's nothing compared to what some longer raids even took. And there's been times where you wipe, maybe it takes like 3 hours just to raise everybody and recover everybody. It's fun and stuff, but nowadays, you know, like we have responsibilities, we have families, we have jobs. Like we can't sit and play the game for 18 hours a day anymore. So some of the stuff that can just kind of save time would be nice. But again, it is a very challenging thing to do. There is no easy answer or like an easy way to do it, you know. I think it's like one of those things, you kind of stick to your vision, refine the systems that are there and perfect it, and just see where it goes. Kyle says, man, I want to get into this game, but I'm scared there's going to be nothing to do later on. Yeah, that's a fair point. I've never been one for retail WoW endgame style, but what do you do at max level? Yeah, that's a good question. And I think right now that is an issue in the game, I believe. I'm only level 14, so for me it's I'm not quite there yet, but a lot of the players that are higher up have made that point. But that's a big challenge. Content, I'm sure that's something they're going to work on. CJ says I stand corrected. No, it's all good. There's so many great guilds. Like, there's so many great guilds, but I'll never forget Heaven and Earth. I remember they were like my heroes in EverQuest. They were my heroes. I'd like to meet them someday. If I could run into some former players on my server, that would be really cool. Now, this part of the world, it doesn't look as generic. The cliffs actually look really good here. Yeah, we'll just see where it goes, guys. I mean, I'm here for the ride. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. And I would like to see this succeed, you know, because there's not a whole lot of stuff out here like it. And yeah, it's really easy to just be negative and like immediately dismiss it. But I mean, all our hopes are riding on this. And it's nice. It's cozy, you know. There's all these like corporate AAA studios that are just churning out slop, and everything's so formulaic. There's such a big disconnect, and everything's just about the investors, and you know, it's. This kind of reminds me of Jagged Pine Forest from EverQuest. I played a rogue and I was camping like a half-elf. What is this on the ground here? It's like some kind of... Is that like some kind of animal prints or something? Or it's supposed to be maybe some kind of flowers? But yeah, I was camping this half-elf. I forget his name. He had a really funny name. He never dropped that mask for me. I wanted that mask so bad. I would camp it for hours. I like evergreen trees too. Those are really awesome. I'm just kind of exploring, my friends. Not really sure what the plan for today is. Let me see if I got anything. Not really a whole lot happening in the chat. Militus says, enjoy your experience, don't worry about falling behind. I'm just 15. I also have to return to work and I will play less. I hope to run into you again soon. You're a great healer. Oh man, thank you so much. I've had some rough moments, but I learned a lot, and I feel bad. Hallnir has been really challenging. But now that I got some of more of my toolkit at 14, I feel a lot better. I had a really good group yesterday. Oh man, I almost ran off this cliff. I had a really good group yesterday, and they sung my praises a few times, so I feel really happy about that. I feel like I've improved a lot. That Ravage skill is no joke, you know, and as a healer, sometimes whenever things are going wrong, you feel responsible as the healer, and oftentimes it's not your fault. But I appreciate that, Militus. I really appreciate that. You're a good player as well. I hope we can group again too. I'm always around. I'm always willing to do something. That's kind of why I rolled a Cleric, because I told myself, you know, I want to check out the group play. I want to have some fun. Whatever opportunities arise, whatever invitations that I get, I'll certainly show up and do the best that I can, and you know, see where it goes. One of the things for me too in these kind of games is, so from EverQuest, and even WoW Classic to a certain extent, this was before the time of voice chat. You know, Discord wasn't a thing, streaming wasn't really a thing, TeamSpeak, Ventrilo, all those like chat apps, they weren't around, and I lost touch with so many good people. And I do like these games, except a lot of people are coming into it with, they already have their friend group, they already have their static already set up. For me, I don't. I really just, whoever I meet, whoever I make friends with, that's who I got, and I'm really not coming into it with anyone. One of my best friends plays, but we're kind of on different schedules, and he's playing a Dire Lord. I think he's like level 9 right now. So, besides that, I'm at the mercy of the community, really. But that's the goal, is group play. Push your mic a little further away. Yeah. So guys, I've been having issues trying to figure out my sound on... Oh, and actually, you just reminded me, I need to turn that down a little bit. I'm working on improving the audio in my videos. I've never really done this kind of stuff before, so I got to get better at voiceovers. There's a lot of times where, like, the music, I want to play a little background music and make it nice, and it sounds okay on my end, but it just completely drowns out my voice, and I got to work on the filtering and all that stuff. But either way, I'm happy to be here. Hey, Raydeal, welcome back. At our age, getting your friends on at the same time is a real chore. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, definitely. And that's some of the quality of life stuff I'd like to see. If we can just find a way to keep it classic without instantly teleporting everywhere, that would be a really good way to bridge the gap. Like, for example, I know that in Everquest, mages had an ability called Call of the Hero, where you had to be in the same zone, but they could basically summon you to their location, which was really cool. I wonder why there's no mobs here at all. Milita says Ravage is so tough on healers when the tank stands in it and melee don't interrupt it. Yeah. This community is amazing. We'll definitely group again. Yeah, that's been a huge one for me. And also those little bugs. Those little bugs in Halnir, I feel really bad. I figured out something. And I have a much better way to deal with it. Players, yeah, I feel much better about it, so I hope I get the opportunity. Just actively keep up shields, handle them where they are. Don't try to pull them back to the party. They die so quickly that they can pretty much be soloed. Now see, guys, this is exactly what I like. You see this, like, foreboding, ominous tower in the distance, or whatever this is, this sort of unnatural rock formation? That's exactly what I love. I love running into, like, organic things out in the world that tell a story. It's easy to do without an exposition dump, and also it just really, like, adds to the world. Wow. Very reminiscent of Kern's Tower. Yeah, and you know, Militus, I feel bad. You know, I feel like we were doing okay at the end. I figured it out now. I figured out a lot of stuff. So, next time, it should be so much better. I had a flawless group yesterday. We suffered some deaths. It was frustrating. But once we kind of got into the groove and figured everything out, it just ran perfect. It ran really perfect. And that's my favorite thing, is when we just really get into a nice flow, everybody falls into their role, and it's just amazing XP. The grass is killing me here. Wow, look at this. Oh, I think I know where I am. I don't have my map pulled up, but wow. Now see, that's awesome. They did a fantastic job with this. This is exactly the kind of variety that I really want to see. I'm on my way to the Silent Plains. Oh shit. There it is. The this is a little buggy here. It still says I'm in Halnir's cave. I'm not sure if Morpher reached back out. We were supposed to start a group together. It looks like they've already got it started. Viceroy's also on. Wow. I'm offended they didn't invite me yet. No, it's okay. There was a bunch of clerics looking for a group. Oh, okay. So I am in the Silent Plains now. There's a level 9 rogue here. I wonder what the level requirement is. I wonder why we didn't see any mobs at all. We didn't see any mobs at all, and now it's full of scorpions. I like this too. The target is too far away to be considered. Oh shit. So we got a retcon. Now, you know, someone made the comment that they don't like being required to con everything. I personally really like it. You gotta take your time. You gotta be careful. Fear of death is amazing in the world. Like, to me, that's awesome, you know. But maybe eventually they can just make like different color nameplates or something like that. So the Silent Plains is cool. But I don't want to die needlessly. So we'll just continue. Was hoping I could find a quiet little corner to solo, but there's no mobs out this way at all. I like these pillars too, just kind of sticking up out of the ground. I can't wait till there's some actual lore stuff in the game and little lore snippets. Do you guys remember this channel called Michael's Shenanigans on YouTube? He would explore a lot of EverQuest places and kind of do some research. He still... I mean, he got most of it, actually. There's not really a whole lot. He covered a lot of the mysteries, but I really loved that about EverQuest. A lot of that stuff really resonates with me. Silent Plains look pretty. Yeah, pretty deadly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those scorpions seemed very, very tough. Oh, I must have not had my I must not had my LFG checked. You see, I felt bad. I thought he would invite me. So I unchecked that. But he had to go and take care of some stuff. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited about the open world raids. Vendini and Militus, do you guys know this red skeleton that kind of pops up around? There's some ruins on a little island right outside of Halnir if you just go straight out. And there's like a little area where at night there was a giant red skeleton wandering around and it looked really cool. That's exactly the kind of stuff I would like to participate in. The cool thing about EverQuest 2 is like you kind of feel like you're part of it all. You know, when you're out in the world, like let's say there's a 40-man raid assembling here to kill like some high-level dragon or something, and you're wandering around killing scorpions or bears or snakes or whatever, and you're like, oh shit, something huge is happening here. This is awesome, you know? I just love being able to like stumble upon something. I love how the world is shared. It's not like, okay, this is our instance now. It just adds to the fun, it adds to the chaos. Same thing in dungeons too. And I think that's what I miss the most. There was dungeons where there was high level players, low level players, just like a huge mix. You haven't seen that? I'll have to check it out. It was a giant named red skeleton that called red to me. It said you need a party of adventurers, so maybe it was like a raid boss just out in the world. I'm sure it's on Shalazam somewhere. Let me just type that out then. I'm gonna do 14 Cleric LFG. Neat to me. I want to see this big bad skelly. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's up right now. If you guys hang out just a few minutes here, I'm gonna show you where I saw it. I don't know if it's specifically just at night, but whenever I saw it, it was at night. You see this island coming up ahead of me? That's exactly where it was. I feel like it started with a Z. He had like a big name starting with Z. Zykar the something, or it's probably not Zykar. That's in my mind from something else. There was a guy that was advertising killing unnamed, but I wasn't part of it. Grimwatcher Zarnak. It could have been that. It could have been that. Is it a big red skeleton? I feel like it did start with a Z. So, if you see these ruins on the island and you see this little stone pillar, he was wandering exactly right here. Like right in the center of my screen where I'm looking, on the other side of the coast. That's exactly where he was at. Man, I would really love to find a group. Who else is streaming this game? I'm just very curious. Is anyone else playing the game? A lot of people have been very consistent, like day in, day out. People are playing this. It's awesome. And even a lot of new people coming onto it as well. Really awesome to see. Red big bone guy. My cat is getting excited for attention. She's doing those love bites. Hey. Yeah, come here. Oh. Oh, so sweet, so sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. I'd love to do that eventually, but right now is just not the time. Go to Asps. You might be able to join a group there. Good spot at your level. You know, I've heard it advertised. I'm not exactly sure where the Asps are. I kind of want to peek into Hallnir, just to see. That's been my favorite dungeon lately. I'd love to go deeper in and see it. I vendored some gear there that nobody wanted, that I ended up getting. It was like rogue and ranger gear. And it sold for like 40 something silver. So that was nice. Thank you guys for hanging out with me as I'm just kind of wandering around, by the way. It's near Demeth. Okay. Do you guys know if there is a plan to include bonus XP, or kind of like hot zone type stuff where... No, do you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I don't believe so, because I don't think that's what Joppa's intention is. He wants everything to be viable. But like, Everquest had indoor zones where you couldn't kite, you couldn't snare or whatever to that extent, but there was more experience to be had. You got like a bonus XP for indoor versus outdoor zones. I think before the reset, I would love to experience the entirety of Hallnir. I really like those ratkin, the little crystalline golems and stuff. A really nice feature I like too is, so if we go from daylight into a dark cave, the light just kind of disappears and it gets real dark and ominous, and I love that. I really love that so much. They did a great job with that. All right, lads, let's see what we can get into. I got about an hour. Kind of a slow day today. Ah, nobody. I'm surprised. Yeah, so this was a tank. Viceroy and Morpha, great players. I'll have to add you as well, Militus. I don't believe that you are on my friends list so far. Let's see. Oh, I could just do it this way. Friend Militus. All right. One cool thing is I'm able to solo even like yellow con mobs, but it takes me a very long time, especially now with the heal over time. I like how we have that option, you know, like, yeah, it's viable, but it takes a while. Yeah, so it looks like groups are trying to form. DPS crowd control. Oh. Why did my... I thought I had LFG set. I guess not. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm in there running. So what do we got? Wizard... I'm the only Cleric LFG, so that's reassuring. You wish you were playing. I'm out and about living vicariously through your play. Yeah, I sent you a friend request. I realized I didn't have you on my friends. Man, I know the feeling. I get kind of like that. My friend was playing this morning. It's okay, Militus. I'm sure you'll have some time soon. And I hope you have a really good session. Uh-oh. That panther started coming my way. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's very uneventful stream today. I'm just kind of roaming around, talking to you guys. I haven't really done a whole lot. I killed a couple things. I gathered a couple things. It's fun though. It's real fun. Yesterday was really intense. Yesterday was probably like the best stream I've ever done. I got raided. Joppa came in and hung out for a little bit and followed me. It was really crazy. And then I was in this really intense Halnir group. It was just like 6 hours of like raw hunting. Oh shit. Well, these guys are out here killing stuff. I don't wanna encroach on their camp. Let me see if I can buff them up, maybe. I'm not worried about this bat. It's obligatory. I wish targeting people was a little bit easier. Oh man, you guys, it's one of those things, trying to target people's corpse really is frustrating. Like, there's been times where I've sat there for like 2 minutes trying to target someone's corpse. Yeah, it's really rough. And then also the rearrangement of the party bar when somebody dies, really frustrating. So much fun though, so much fun grouping. My favorite thing to do in this game. It's a blue thicket stalker. I'm running low on food. Let's try to take out one of these for fun. We need a little action. Oh shit. Joppa is very cool interacting with the streamers. He gets it. Yeah, it's true. It's true, Shane. It was great. It was very heartwarming, very endearing, and yeah, it was great. Probably one of my coolest moments ever since I started streaming. This is gonna be a little slow, but we're gonna play the long game. This is one of the cool things about a cleric, is you can just literally just sit there and auto attack something to death. I want to save my mana in case things get crazy. Oh hey Vendini, what's up? I think anytime that you've been on and I've been on, you've been able to find me no matter what in the world. That's a really amazing talent. I'm a little bit embarrassed about the location system. So like, even in Everquest, I was not good at location. I'm not great at reading the map. So yeah, sometimes it's kind of tricky to get to where you're going. But thank you, Vendini. Thank you for hopping in. I'm just kind of wandering around. I think now by the time I like settle in, it's gonna be time to feast. Oh, it's getting real dark. Who turned the lights off? Dang it. Oh no. Yeah, you know what? Let's go and take a look. Yes. Let's go. The censure spell is really cool. Oh shit, it's a lost orc. Watch out, lads. You know, I would like to find an undead camp. I think that would be cool. I have a spell that's a really nice nuke against the undead. If I could just find a quiet little corner of the world where there's undead wandering around and I can single pull them, oh man, that would be a dream. Would be really cool too if clerics get a buff that allows us to buff our attacks with like damage against undead. Maybe like every time we auto attack, kind of like wizards, right? Wizards have this buff where it adds damage to your attacks with fire. It would be cool if you had something like that against the undead. Do you remember paladins in Everquest had that, where like they had a chance to proc against undead? Oh, it was so awesome. Like, I want to see stuff like that in this game. You know what? That would be awesome, Vendini. If you don't mind, that would be amazing. Let's go on a tour. Only if you want to, though. Only if you have the time. Yes. I would love to. Only if you have time. Oh man, they're coming out of the woodwork now, lads. They're coming out of the woodwork. Watch out, Vendini. Don't worry, I got you. Enjoy my new heal over time. Oh wow, the wolf now. They're coming out of the woodwork. What if this turns into a disaster? Oops. I meant to do that on the wolf. And man, congrats on 20. It's really cool being able to see someone's name and see 20. Actually, they did include that in a way, so it is color-coded. So because Vendini is level 20, you know, he's obviously going to be a redcon to me. And that's just a nice way. It's just a nice touch. All right, lads. Let's get out of here before any more show up. I better equip my torch as well. So wait a second. Prayerful Rest has a chance to crit. Does that mean we got even more than the 20% mana? That's really awesome. If that's the case, that would be really cool. If when you could pop it, gives you a chance to get a lot more. Oh, so I saw this area. I saw this area the other day. This is asps. Oh man. Okay. They caught orange to me now. So hey, that's actually a decent camp. I remember this. I stumbled upon this. Okay, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Theycon Orange. Yeah, so they must be like level 15 or 16. So this would be for me. Wow. Yeah. Great XP. Yeah. Hey, greetings, Alan. How are you doing today? So nice to see you. Wow. Alan Compton II. Hoping to play some later. I hope so too. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. For me, it's kind of a quiet stream. Not gonna go too much longer. The great Vendini is here. Legendary player on Stormona. Which, are you on Stormona, by the way? He's giving me a brief tour. This chat bug is really funny. The bear said thanks. A young black bear's corpse. Thanks. Oh man, so there's been a really funny thing where there's a really funny chat bug. That's hilarious. That's really hilarious. I thought they fixed that. Yesterday, for some reason, so one of our, I think our summoner, periodically, he kept saying, I've got 2 bodies. Every minute, he would say, I've got 2 bodies. I've got 2 bodies. He just kept saying that. But it was the bug. You know? Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it, Alan. What server are you playing on? I apologize if you told me already. And I know you mentioned you gained quite a few levels, so that's awesome. I'm in traffic. I've been watching since he was level 9. Okay. Wow. I know VR is very busy, but I would love a system that rewarded players like Bendini with a mentor badge or title or something. Players like him deserve it. Vendini, yeah. Yeah, Vendini, I really appreciate you. We all appreciate you. Vendini helped me out by giving me bags. Oh look, there's some ruins up there. There's some ancient ruins. You know, one of the cool things I think that Everquest did right, and to this extent it's like that too. I kind of hope that we're all on the same server eventually. I feel like there's a bunch of servers right now. It would be cool to have more players on one. Let me see here. So, decaying, festering skeleton. So they're blue to me. Yeah, they're blue, and then the bats are light blue. Yeah, okay. So that's a nice camp. Greetings, fellow adventurers. I just feel like that's really corny to say, but I'm so excited. I can't help it. They're probably like, who is this nerd? Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just friends with Vendini. No big deal. We're just casually hanging out. No, it's all good. No, no, he can do his thing. I don't want to take his camp. I can mess around killing those bears and stuff outside Hallnir. I just wanted to know where it was. Yeah, Vendini, I appreciate it. I don't want to intrude on their territory. It's all good. But that is good to know. So you just climb up, and then you can check out this camp. Push to talk is not working. Oh, it's all good. I kind of like how you can see something in the distance there, this other zone. But unfortunately, we're not able to go to it. Hopefully they fix these invisible walls soon, you know? Oh shit. I wonder if these yellow jackets are a faction. So this one's green. Okay. Yeah, like I like these like cozy, quaint little camps and stuff. I'm assuming that we're not able to climb up that high yet. I'm just kind of looking. I'm assuming like up there is just kind of it's like a placeholder thing. Yeah, so the bees are green and gray. Some green, some gray. They are social, so that means if I attack one, the others will come. Interesting. Very interesting. What about over here? This looks like a it looks like a little graveyard or something. See, that's awesome. Just being able to discover like little stuff like this, you know? Look, this is the Demeth graveyard, right? I'm sure there might be like a quest or something here later. See, man, it's just like little stuff like that that's in the game. That's really cool. Wow. Demeth graveyard. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, poor people, you know, but that's just how it is. We never know how much time we have. And I'm assuming down here is pretty much the town. Okay, very cool. Very cool. You know, I haven't explored this town. I actually heard that there is a quest for a ring somewhere around here. Do you guys know if this is true? Not the Riddler ring, but another ring. It would be really cool to just do another jewelry type of a quest. But yeah, Vendini, thank you so much for showing me around. That's awesome. That's really awesome. The zone is not as intense as I thought. Whenever you look at the map on Shalazam, it's a little bit intimidating. But once you've kind of run through and check it out, it's really not bad. Milita says nuance has been missing from MMO design for many years. So great to see it. Yeah, you know. And I mean, people might downplay that, like, oh wow, so what? They put a little graveyard there, you know. It's the little things. Undead is probably a good spot for me. Yeah, yeah. I'll check that out at some point. I'll check that out at some point. I've been enjoying doing the bears and the spiders, just kind of roaming around. I was hoping that there'd be a lot more like mob density kind of out in the world, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh man, Shining Dragonite, what's up? It's been like years, my guy. It's been years. How are you doing? It's been a while. Hopefully you're great. Hopefully you're having a good start to your new year. Vidini says a named bat can spawn there also. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I'll check it out. I can show you. Yeah, you know what? Let's take a look. Yes. So I am bound at Hallnir. I'm like right at the stone. Yes. Wow. Okay, so here's so here we are. Awesome. And Vidini, thank you again so much. Appreciate you. Shining Dragonite, one of my OG followers on Twitch. Been around long time. It's been like years though. This is so crazy. I appreciate you popping back in. I haven't been doing it as much as I should. I'm playing this indie MMO now, Pantheon. I think I kind of found my niche with it. I've been really enjoying it a lot. It's really cozy, really reminiscent of Everquest, one of my favorite games of all time. Pretty good, man. I'm starting my last semester of class before I graduate. Dude, that's awesome, man. Congrats. That's exciting. That's exciting. It's been a long journey. Greetings, fellow adventurers. I just feel like that's really corny for me to say. You can even buff the pets. Okay, well that's really nice. We did a good thing. So here I'm on a quest to find out where this undead camp possibly is. Do you want to see what I made last semester for my portfolio class? It's a game environment. Oh, interesting. Are you going to get into game design? I'm very curious, and yeah, I would love to see it. Are we friends on Discord? That would be really cool if we were, or on Twitter, let's say. I think last time you sent me a link on like Twitch, the Twitch chat, which is like never used. But yeah, I would love to see it. Shout out to Shining Dragonite, an up and coming environment artist. Dude, that's awesome. That's really cool, man. Yeah, I'd love to see it. Okay, so this is the other camp. A named bat can spawn here also. Wow. Yeah, so these are like light blue to me and gray. I wonder if I get experience from gray. Oh, and there's one that's blue. Are the bats? No, the bats aren't undead. Wow, okay. So this is to the north of the Hallnir Stone. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. I think I might mess around here some then. Just 1 second. Yeah, I think I might give this a go. What do you think? The gray bats I'm not too worried about. Arc of Light probably won't do me good. I might have to shift my my bar just a little bit in order to make it happen. Shining Dragonite, I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, so the bats are gray, so they probably aren't going to be any good for me. The skeletons, however, are... I'm trying to decide what I need to sacrifice. I think I'm just going to sacrifice this heal here, and I'm going to put it in place of this ward on death. I think I also have shackle death, which is really useful. I can root. That's going to be tremendous. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, Vendini, I really appreciate it. I think I'm going to kill a few. And, yeah, just kind of see how it goes. Are these bats... Oh, so these are, like... These are going to attack me. And so is this wolf, too. A decaying traveler. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, here we go. Let's test out this route. Oh, so the route actually worked. Beautiful. This is easy money with my undead spell. I'll just shield up a little bit and give it a shot. Yeah, this is great. Same thing for that one too. So I have like a little bit of CC, which is really nice. The root is getting ready to break. Man, I love that we get something like that. I just love being able to be really strong against like a certain thing. And like, yeah, who doesn't like slaying undead, you know? Who doesn't like slaying undead? Okay. Shining Dragonite, I'll check that out in just a moment. Shining Dragonite is an amazing artist, you guys. And I got to a point where I, yeah, I think this will be nice. If I can't like, if I can't find a group, it might be nice to hang out here, you know. So thank you, Vendini. I really appreciate that. Awesome camps. I wonder if yeah, so the last time you sent me something was August 5th, 2022. Man, so like almost a couple years, you know? Yeah, so guys, check this out. This is some of Shining Dragonite's work. Wow, very cool. It gives me like it's almost like a pomegranate, right? It's kind of looks like a little pomegranate, a little bit of rot setting in, you know? It's kind of like Kaled. Gives me like Elden Ring vibes, you know? Rotten pomegranates, the light kind of beaming in through here. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing that. It was amazing. I'm concerned about these bats here. I'm concerned about these bats attacking me. Are they gonna attack me if I... And then this festering skeleton deeper in. Let's try to get the festering skeleton. Shining Dragonite, do you have anywhere where you post your work? The beautiful thing is, this is somewhat easy for me, it looks like, at least compared to killing other mobs. It's based off of an Armenian church. Wow. I love it. I love that architecture in Eastern Europe. I love those old churches. Really cool. Milita says, very impressive work. Beautiful. Yes, nice work. Yeah, Shining Dragonite. I've moved over mostly to YouTube. That's kind of where I have the majority of my stuff. Twitch is fun, but just so much ads, you know? Yeah, so as long as these bats don't attack me, I think I'll be okay. As long as these bats don't attack me and add up, I think this is a good little spot. And I'll have to save the location. 266695. The middle one is the Z coordinate, right? So we have... I'm not really sure. I think the first one is X, and then the other one's Y. Shoot me a tail if you get into trouble. Yeah, thank you, Vendini. I really appreciate it. I think I might hang out over here for a while. Here we have this this other bush. It says thanks. Yeah, no, that was great. So we got a nice camp here that we found. I rearranged my toolkit slightly so I can deal with the undead. I just added some more of these offensive type spells here. And actually my skills leveled up a little bit faster than I thought. I was gonna opt to not shield myself and kind of let these beat on me so I can get some experience, but looks pretty straightforward so far. The undead are easier to kill. XZY heading. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And it's interesting, this weird, like, ominous purple glow, you know? Yeah, I took off LFG because I have to get going here in maybe like 10 to 15 minutes. I'm just gonna see if I can get some of this camp. I wonder if they change and go away at night. I mean, they're here at night, but they go away during the day, rather. I hate enemies that run. One thing that I appreciate... Oh, I'm like lagging out. One thing I appreciate about... just a second here. I had a massive lag spike. One thing I appreciate about undead targets is they don't run. It's really annoying to have to chase down an enemy and keep whacking it. So let's see. Found you on Shalazam. You want Bloodfang, Relic, plus 10 mana. Oh, okay, nice. That's what drops here. Bloodfang the Bat. Very cool. And a Relic is this slot here. Okay, interesting. I hear something. I hear like someone. Oh, he's mining. Okay, cool. Wow, that's a leather chest piece. Let's see. These bone mages aren't too bad. Well, multiples of them would probably be rough. This guy is kind of eyeing my camp here. Well, it's not really my camp, but yeah, I was kind of killing stuff. Yeah, let's see if we can get this bone mage. Might have to root one. I might wait to see what he does. No, looks like he's interested as well. You see, this is like a bit of... Oh shit. I fucked up. Man, this pervasive darkness is like so annoying. Let's see if we can root. Like really test out this root spell. There we go. That's a good way to get out of it. So even though they can hit me with range spells, I can whittle them down from up here. That might be a good way to like break up the camp. Which one was which? Did I do any kind of damage to one of them? I thought I almost killed one, but I guess not. So yeah, I mean, if you really want to get creative, that's one way we can do it. But let's reset it some. Like I said, I'm just kind of exploring and killing a little bit of time talking to you guys. Does an enchanter get a pet? Hey, greetings. I never know what to call you with that name. I'm just gonna call it like straight unamused face. I don't believe that enchanter gets a pet. I don't think so. Oh. I love that I have this option as a root. So, sorry, Vendini, I'm running it, my friend. I was just testing the limits of like how far they de-aggro. Thank you. Ah. Look at this, and this is nice too. There's like some other players out here hunting as well. Very cool. Oh. Edict of Stillness. Wow, thank you. I think I got something like that. I think I might actually have this one in the bank. Oh no, I already have this one, Vendini. I already have this one. Yeah. Let me see. So Edict of Stillness. Pacify the target's will, reducing their assist range by 30. But now, if I use that, am I going to... Let me see. I'm not really sure how this one works. It looks like that's something that's... Oh, so like... Yeah, it's basically like a lull spell, like in Everquest. So the range which they attack you from is not as much. So if there's like a pack of enemies, you can cast that to a couple of them, and hopefully they won't like draw aggro. Basically, if I'm understanding how that works, that's how I thought it worked, but. Man, I hate how dark it gets in here. So this doesn't actually generate threat, which is good. Oh, it's only 6 seconds though. Well, I'm gonna meditate. Yeah, enchanters don't get a pet, unfortunately. They got a pet on for Everquest. But not in this game, as far as I'm aware. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's just kind of the situation. Well, my friends, this has been really fun. I'm getting a bit close here to dinner time, and I absolutely cannot afford wife aggro tonight. I think that I'm just gonna set up here, and I might explore. Uh-oh. If he runs through the camp and they all attack, that would be bad. But yeah, I think I might explore this next time. Oh shit. Yeah, I definitely like the... This is a very ominous, pervasive effect. It's very dark. But I guess it's just letting you know, hey, this is an undead camp. Even when you rotate the camera, it kind of has that. That's pretty cool. Vendini was really the hero of this stream. He showed me a couple cool spots. So any of the undead areas can possibly spawn this named bat. Very cool. Oh, the other one was still alive. To fix your issue with the darkness, you can calibrate your display color. In Windows 11, go to Start and type Calibrate Display Color. Hit next time till you get to Gamma. Once there, just change it. Okay, that might be something to explore. I mean, I certainly like the immersion and all that, but there's like a very, very significant like darkness that sets in at night, you know. And I think a lot of people have gone that route for sure, for sure. Yeah. Just skip hitting next, then save the changes. I'll look into that. Yeah, yeah. The game is very dark. But my friends, I had a hard cutoff time of 2 hours, and unfortunately, this is all the time that I have for today. It was a very uneventful stream, but it was amazing at the same time because I got a chance to check out some cool spots and sort of catch up more without being distracted. I feel like I was focused so much on a healing Hallnir yesterday. It was really tough to like talk to people, you know. So this is really nice. I'm glad we all got a chance to catch up for a little bit, and it's my last weekend before getting back into work and stuff. So streams are gonna be Tuesdays and Thursday nights. Not during the day like I would like, unfortunately. So, but hope to see you all around still. And yeah, thank you very much again for everything. Thank you to Vendini for showing me these spots, and I am gonna call it here. So thank you, have a wonderful night, and really nice to chat with everybody. Take care, my friends, and have fun on the game if I don't see you.